Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jakey here for another reaction. And today, I'm reacting to The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3. Have we recovered yet? I have. For now, until I get back into this new episode and I'm just reminded of everything. Where we left off last week was the attack on Jackson, and everyone was, the place was decimated. And the main thing was that Abby was able to get her hands on Joel, and as in the game, bashes his fucking head in. To which now we would then bring his body back to Jackson, as in Ellie, Dina, and Jesse. What I will say is I thought the acting was fantastic last week, and I enjoyed the episode. I will say I will enjoy the episode. Because I've gotten used to it. I like I said, is that I came to terms with it. I have my opinions on it, but I was still able to enjoy the episode for what it was, even the bits with Abby. Even though I don't agree with it and I hated seeing it, I still like the episode, you know? So there's that, and I made my opinions clear. But I was interested, I think I said during the reaction, about how people are going to react to this. People that I know have made it clear they're not watching the show going forward. So, and the internet, some people on the internet have also made it very clear they're not watching the show going forward. So, it's one of those ones where this happens with shows. Like, for me, I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a little tangent here, guys. So if you want to skip to the reaction, you can do. But prime example, Game of Thrones. Now, for example, Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the Game of Thrones, don't forward to the start of the reaction. But Eddard, once he gets, executed, when Ned gets executed, people stop watching. Again, more spoilers, when Rob and everything that happened at the Red Wedding happened, people stop watching. They didn't like it. I will say, after the Red Wedding, when I got to season 4 and everything was happening, I turned to my partner and I was like, I don't think I can continue watching this. All the good people are losing too much. Like, as it was at this point 3 full seasons instead of 4 seasons. I'm like, nothing's happened to make me, to keep me in it. It just depresses me each time I watch an episode, and then. Spoiler alert again, Joffrey dies. And I was like, right, I'm back in. But then people then left after, when Jon Snow died. But then, they came back once they found out he then came back to life. And then same again with Sansa's rape. People left with after that. So, what I mean? People will leave a show if they don't like it. It's what happens. People don't have to see it all the way through. And I understand why people might leave, because the brutality of it all. Again, I wasn't happy with what happened in the game, so people who formed an attachment after season 1 may not be happy with what's happened and decide not to get it. So I get it completely. Me, I like to finish things and judge it myself. Jesus Christ, I watched The Walking Dead the last 3 seasons, at least the last 3 seasons. I was like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ, can I just finish it? Because I'm so determined to finish something. I have to. And it's down to me, my opinion, when I do it. I have to do it myself. As in I have to formulate my own opinion. My hair's all over the place. Look at that. It just won't fucking stick anywhere. Anyway, Jesus, I look like a fucking bird. I'm getting this cut this week. Anyway, so the discourse at the moment is that the people that... the people that love the game and the people that stand the game, we're always going to love it. Those who hated the game, what happened in the game, we're always going to hate it. So going for the people that were new to it, I would say the most people that were new to the game, new to the show, I've seen more negativity surrounding what happened than positivity. And it was always going to happen. And I think they have a drop off in numbers, but who cares? We're still over here to see it. I still want to see it through. I want to see what they change, what they keep. I'm excited to see more creatures, more stalkers, more new creatures from that came in the second game. I'm excited to see people die. I'm excited for a lot of things. But rather than talk any more rubbish, guys, because I do that anyway when I do the reactions. I am going to jump into this. So firstly, I'm going to try and fix my hair, but we'll see. Hopefully, when I get to the reaction, it's just pristine. If it's not, then I just gave up. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. So I hope I enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That'll be superb. But other than that, see you on the other side. So my hair is still a bit all over the place, but it's staying in that one all over the place. So that's progress. Let's do this. Also, I wonder if they're going to start with a funeral. I'm very worried how emotional I'm going to get so early on into this episode. Right, let's do this. His watch. Oh, Tommy. Oh, brother. Brother, revenge is sweet, I promise you. Oh, did you have to? He's got to do himself.
Give Sarah my love.
Fucking hell, that was immediate. Oh.
It's okay.
We never saw the recovery stage in the game.
Ellie!
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, this is horrifying. This is horrifying. Oh, please roll the credits, please. Give me a break. Thank you. Holy shit, that was horrifying. Why do you have to do this to me? So early. It's not even 9 AM. You fucking bastards! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so angry and sad at the same time that I'm crying and I'm laughing. Why have you done her by herself? Oh, hold on. I need to check something. I need to see if Pedro's name was at the start. Hold on. Pedro's name was not in the credits. I just realised. Oh, fucking assholes. The lot of yous. I hate yous.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back. I hate you. It's all coming back. You understand? I don't like it. I don't like to think about it.
3 months. Oh my. Okay, it really didn't feel like it was 3 months later in the game. Yeah, leave it to the young buck. Leave it to the young buck. I was looking at his arms thinking, hot damn.
Can't ask for much more than that. Okay.
Even in the post-apocalyptic world, they're giving them like the white coats. Shocked that she's actually sticking around. Yeah.
How are you doing? Fine. You say that?
It's so good. It's so good. Oh, that was brilliant. I really enjoyed that.
Fast to kind of.
Give me a moment. It's really complicated because, you know. Okay. Oh, come on, man.
You two got into it at the dance. Was that the last time you spoke to him?
Oh. Okay.
I should have talked to him. But I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, of course.
You sure about that?
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Your final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
It shouldn't.
That's
often does.
that's quite thought-provoking, I guess, but it's very deep. It's true. It absolutely is true. Wow, that's a really good line.
He said, I saved her.
Yes, he fucking did.
Saved me a lot of times.
Many a
Yeah,
times.
I would think so, but
Man, I wish I could have let him off the hook for whatever it was he was talking about.
She knows you're talking shit,
Yes,
mate.
I'll have to let myself off the hook for that.
well, you really are doing good.
A lot of fucked up people in this town.
Yeah, but not you though.
Let me out so I can kill some motherfuckers, please! You motherfuckers, why is it... Oh, I'm so sad. Creaking's a nice touch, actually. Because, again, this home's going to be very old. And it's going to... Yeah, I just think, yeah, everything's creaking here. And if it has been built, it's in a new world where they haven't got certain things to make it as thorough. It might just be a creaky house and I'm just looking too much into it. Is that the artist on the wall there that that he liked when they were playing in the car? Also, I see a lot of the space stuff. Has someone stolen his motherfucking mattress? Has someone already taken his motherfucking mattress? Oh, I'm so glad we got this with the woodwork. I really, really... It made me sad, but loved it when, post his death, we could go into the room and see the woodwork and his, like, sort of, his hobbies and stuff. Get that fucking gun! I knew it was under there. Oh. That's whispering in your ear. Whispering to murder people. The coat. The Joel coat. I'm already going this one. Fucking oh.
Ellie?
Why are we interrupting this moment? Oh. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, Bella. Bella, that was outstanding. Bella, that was fucking brilliant. Yo. Wow. Oh. Well, I'm an emotional wreck, aren't I? Right. I don't know if I want to carry on. But I have to.
Thank you for all those times she came to visit.
Ah, that's okay. You would have done the same for me.
Absolutely.
Often.
Yeah, no problem. Because I'm about to make you angry.
Oh.
I know most of their names. And I know where they're from.
Oh, here we go.
Please just listen.
Here we go.
The doctors I told you where they were. You just start pulling your tubes out and crawling on your hands and
Absolutely.
knees to get there.
Absolutely.
I don't give a fuck.
This town was wreckage and funerals for weeks. Nobody was going to go after anyone. And then it occurred to
I
me.
will say, actually, hold on. I will say that with the whole attack on Jackson... Is it Jackson or Jacksonville? I feel it's just Jackson. But I keep on wanting to say Jacksonville. Because I think that is a place in America. But... the whole attack on Jackson just made sense for no one really... Well, the storm as well, but no one really being able to sort of get and help. But also, the fact is that no one gets sent after the people that did it because they are in disarray. They can't function because they've lost so many people. It makes so much more sense. So, yeah. Just want to get that in there.
If you want, I loved him too, you know.
We all loved him. Girls, don't let us gals start crying around a table together because I'm teetering at all moments during this episode so far, and it's 15 minutes in. Cheers, thanks.
Abby.
You could be saying that name a lot.
He said that there were these small regional groups in the West all trying to fight Fedra, and how stupid it was that they didn't just join together.
Like the
One of those
Rebel
groups
Alliance.
was the Washington
WLF.
Wolf.
Fucking morons. Did he say how small they were?
I'm guessing small enough for us to handle.
Who else
You
knows?
sure about that?
You sure about that?
Thank God the cows weren't killed during the attack.
If it had been you, Joel would be halfway to Seattle before the sun came up.
He'd be halfway to Seattle to save my life.
Yeah, he
But
would
when
have.
we lost people, no. It would just break him like it was his fault. I saw that time and time again, and don't talk to me like I didn't know him.
He's so right. He's so right. Oh, but if it came between the town and Ellie being taken, you know for a fact he's saying, fuck this town, I'm going to get my daughter.
Gonna want a council meeting, open it up to the town. Everyone who wants to get her.
Oh, this is going to take too long.
But you'll back us, right?
Thought just happened actually in my head. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to mention it because in case it spoils something for someone later on actually. I'm not mentioning it. If you guys anything, shut up.
Without information on me again, you got rendering detail for a month.
She's did it for, you know, everyone's good here.
Buried our dead 10 miles south of town. If you want to visit them.
10 miles
Oh, no,
south
no,
of
wait,
town.
Seattle.
That's ages away. In the game, it was literally in the middle of the fucking set in the town. Like 2 minutes away from his house. Oh! Okay. Interesting. This early. Wow. Wow, there's loads of them.
Once we get resettled, I'll teach you to whistle.
I recognise him.
Why can't she just keep us safe?
The Prophet?
The Prophet.
He's been dead 10 years, Constance. The Prophet isn't magic. They're just people that see truths hidden from others and share that truth no matter what the cost. So it was with our Prophet.
The greater good.
All about the greater good.
How can this be for the greater good?
Oh, that hammer looks sexy.
Then can I?
You feel safer?
Yes.
Oh, that's an aggressive whistle. Everyone to arms.
Take cover!
It actually is right. Listen. In the game, when I hear those whistlings going, I'm like, for fuck's sake, bastards! I'm like, shit, let me hide. And they were real annoying. Like, real annoying. But in this way, the way they from this point of view, for some reason, I don't know why I didn't do it in the other way, but this point of view, seeing them talking in a more casual way, learning more about them from this point of view, and then seeing them whistling to communicate, it's actually sick.
Demons?
I like the fact she called them demons.
Harder! Let's go!
Training.
Last five.
Training.
Well, for someone who sat on their ass for 3 months, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah,
Push-ups?
yeah. Crunches when they weren't looking.
Yeah, that'll do it. 2 more weeks and you'll be right back.
Heard you're on the council now.
Oh, you best not ruin any revenge
So you know
talk for
about
us.
the meeting coming up. Can I count on you?
Can't discuss upcoming votes.
Ah,
Seriously, it's
nerd.
You know, organize your thoughts, write them down, and then read them out loud tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because I'm stupid.
Because you're angry.
And yeah, you're emotional.
And no one's gonna vote for angry.
Oh, Jesse, that's fucking smart, mate.
It is among the fastest. You can plot a graph that shows easy.
Oh my
resources
god,
versus
everyone is
time to
so
harvest to
fucking
get-
bored.
So
Joel meant so much to so many of us, but he wasn't the only one. I lost my sister that day. A wall that's barely mended. And none of you up there can promise us that all 16 will come back.
Oh my god, she's got a great
My
point.
heart is with you.
I'll be quick. This one's simple to me.
You best be on our side, Carla.
Why wouldn't we want to take our vengeance? Well,
Yes!
because we're not supposed to
No, Carlisle! You had me!
forgive and be forgiven.
No. Vengeance is best served immediately and filled with rage. Have you heard of that saying? Fuck you, Carlisle.
No grudges. No revenge.
She hates the idea of this.
I've always seen those sons of bitches don't deserve our mercy.
Fucking A.
Well, of course,
The bigots on our side.
makes it mercy. Well, to hell with that. They took one of ours.
My God! Somebody shoots your brother. You want to take the locks off your
Fucking
doors?
hell,
Grow up.
Seth! 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 Okay, Seth? Right. Seth! Seth's the dude! You're all's forgiven, Seth! You're cool!
It's not because I want revenge. It's not. It's not about revenge. What I want is what you used to give people.
Oh.
I want justice. And I swear, if someone hurts any of you or the people you love, you can count on me.
Fucking hell,
That's
yes.
what holds all this together. Definitely not a wall, because that thing got busted through, but Jackson is still here.
Oh, Ellie! Maybe you should write more stuff down.
I'll accept whatever the council decides. I am asking you, please, do it for us.
Fucking here.
The council will now
She-
vote on the proposal to
she's
send
so
a
proud
party
of her.
16 citizens to see.
Yes.
I'm gonna do this tally as well, so I know to get excited or not.
Yes. No. No. Yes. No. 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 No.
Fucking bastards! Even after that speech!
The proposal is rejected.
We're still fucking going. Still going. So the question is, who is it more than likely? Oh no, wait, hold on. Did Jesse vote no? Because let's put it this way: if there's three of them there, there's a chance that it could be, you know, the mayor. The mayor's. Is she the mayor? I think she is the mayor. But yeah, she is the mayor. Then you have Tommy, and then you have Jesse. Those are the main three you would think you would want it to be that said yes. But there is a chance that Jesse said no, or the mayor said no, you know? And that's going to cause some issues. She's an absolute queen. Just chilling and getting pissed all the time.
Oh, shit.
Coolers are the greatest things ever created, by the way. It is actually a seat, but also keeps beer cold. It's top tier, top 10 greatest creations of all time. Easy.
And I'm supposed to see a shrink myself, you know, to process it all. I'm the only one here.
So what do you do then?
Oh, well, I'm an alcoholic. And I smoke as much weed as I can. You know, complete fucking disaster. But you're not here because you're worried about me.
I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Fucking A.
Of course not. She's a liar. It was maybe one person she told the truth to, and he's... But we get it.
Fuck!
What
I
matter?
just don't want her to go down the same paths that Joel did.
Oh,
Just
boo!
and such.
Take it from a psychotherapist of 40 years. Some people just can't be saved.
Oh, God, yeah. You're an alcoholic. And you're going to drink yourself to death. How dare you? But she might be right. She is
Who is
getting
it?
ready for battle.
I'm just going to bed.
What's your plan?
Go full
Kill
Rambo.
Abby.
Exactly. Full Rambo.
First stage is through the national forest. Once we're out, we follow the Snake River
Once
Canyon
we're out.
and break off through the Snoqualmie Pass.
Snoqualmie?
Yeah, Snoqualmie. But first,
It's a
you gotta
great
focus,
word,
then
Snoqualmie.
reassess based on what we find. Handguns. What are you bringing?
Fucking A.
Is that Joel's?
Mm-hmm. Real
That's
justice.
what you could have killed him. Really? Shoot your damn ass off? Heard that before. Well, one of the boots. Like Converse. Respect
Yeah,
your consistency,
get rid of them.
but you're not crossing open country in fucking Chucks.
I've done it before.
No Chucks. Question.
No, don't tell me you told Jesse, please.
Captain Wyoming? No. I love him, but he's a little uptight about.
Thank you.
Don't
Yeah,
mention
you
it.
could've just asked.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Now you do.
Dina, you're the fucking best, mate. You're the absolute best. Oh, hello. Oh, all's forgiven, is it?
Trade. It's better. Trade.
Do it.
She's sympathetic to our cause.
Our cause?
Fucking
You're the one
A.
giving the us speech, not me. I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
You sure it's friendly?
Jesus Christ.
Can you not be...
Yeah, 10 minutes before patrol comes by.
Come on.
Let's
Come on.
get you going.
Listen. Okay. I'm torn here because I'm slightly worried and like that doesn't take things back, but he's also helping the cause here, Ellie. Thank you. There's nothing much have to be said. Just go get them. Just go get them from. Now, it's shots like this. Okay, I gotta shut the fuck up. I didn't realise it was this. Oh, I'm emotional already. We're getting further. I was about to say, shots like this is just, I love when HBO is in charge of things because they go to places where they just make it look so vast and beautiful. They'll shoot shit and play. They're not doing it on green screens or anything. Well, yeah, some of them, but things like that. They're on set in the wilderness, in the beauty that is America, and it's like landscape. It's, yeah. She giving him the watch? No. Is it coffee beans? It's coffee beans. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just, honest to God, America is just like, again, the vastness of America. It's I've still got so much tears on my face, but the vastness of America. It's just it honestly, it just has, it's, we know how big America is, but the beauty in it's like, yeah, it's just amazing. It's just it's like it's one of the few places on earth that has so much sort of depth to it, in a sense that you can go up and have like mountains and like huge sort of mountains that are just covered in snow, and then if you go certain parts you're in the fucking deserts, and then if you go some other one then it's just vastness of lakes, and then you go to the other side it's just ocean just crashing, you know what I mean? It's just for me it's when you give people, like, again, HBO to do a show where it is to show the magnitude of, like, this is what they're having to travel through, but also look at what they're traveling through. They can make it look, you know, one, like, oh, they've traveled a lot and they've traveled hard, but also, two, look how fucking stunning this world is, regardless of all the death and destruction that's in it.
Are you seriously gonna make me do the entire alphabet?
I don't have to. I'm incredibly flexible. Let me see a new topic.
We have to have...
Silence. Got one.
No, she's just... You know what? It's funny that, like, this now is that she's the one, like, we could just do silence, whereas when she traveled with Joel, she would fill the empty gaps with Joel, and Joel would be like, oh, kiddo. You know, like, obviously that, but like, he was more the silent brooding type. It's now that Dina's the annoying one for her.
The first one's too fucked up, but I can tell you the second one. I came up behind him, raised my gun, and, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
I also like that the first one was too traumatizing. I think, again, I think the reason why, again, it is still traumatized, but also that's the night she got bit, so...
Hey, Ellie?
Interesting.
I remember when she found out she was immune.
I'm just loyal like that.
Yes, you fucking are, Dina.
Holy shit, that came on fast. How the fuck did you know that was gonna happen?
There's something about tents and camping that they're just so cozy looking. I don't know, they might be the most uncomfortable shit going. They're there. I've done camping before, more for festivals and stuff like that. But I've been in tents, I've camped before. And they are uncomfortable shit if you're on an uneven terrain and etc. And especially when it rains, if you have a bad tent, it gets damp inside. when I went camping once again for a festival, and don't get me wrong, all the drinking and, you know, other things didn't help, but I came back from one with a lung and chest infection, both because of the damp inside the tent for 4 days. It was great. Anyway, but they just look so cozy.
It's about New Year's Eve, and you know.
Yeah, she looks great in this lighting, by the way.
How would you rate it? Scale of 1 to 10. You've kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Want to know if I'm any good at it. 1 to
Kissing
10.
a girl is the same as kissing a guy. It's just kissing. It's the act of.
Define 6.
Fuck you, Sid.
She's so annoyed by that.
That sucks. You can go back to Jesse. I already did.
Well, there you have it.
Ah.
If it's not that, then it's me. Well, good night.
On that note. Oh, shit. Is it the same group? Looks like the road.
Dina.
Dina, what's the first rule of being in a group? You don't wander off. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm going to put notes quickly. Wow. Oh, they were massacred. Oh, shit! Little girl and everything. That hammer did not protect you, kiddo. Not when there's guns.
I think it was a smell. It wasn't easy to look at either.
Yeah, both. Or...
If Abby and her crew did this to people, to kids,
Let's go.
They're quite savage, them lot, aren't they? The wolves. It'll be interesting if it's not the wolves, because they said it was wolves. They were like demons. No, wolves. It'll be interesting to see if they again go, oh, it wasn't wolves in the end. It was some other crew or whatever, but, you know, more than likely it's wolves.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Too quiet.
Too quiet.
I didn't expect to say it. That's just obvious.
Both. In all forms.
fucking Seattle. Pretty.
Looks nice. Despite it being destroyed, it looks
Plus
nice.
no one's shooting at us.
For now.
Because there aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Fucking yes.
Curtis the Viper.
That was just me. I was trying to sound like a badass.
You don't need to try.
Fucking A. She is. She's so goddamn bad. She's so goddamn cool. Oh my. They've got some weaponry. Yeah, they're showing how big they are. I think we have a chance. And that, guys, my reaction to The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 3. Didn't have the well, listen, after last episode, you need a moment of like sort of finding yourself again, because the last episode was just crazy. So it was sort of reacting to the aftermath of that and how we're going to be going forward. And I thought it was good. I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed this episode. It got me a lot more emotional than I expected. I thought Bella Ramsey was fucking outstanding. And to go on from how I've always said it, it's weird how these people, this weird era that we're in at the moment, where people are not judging people on their acting abilities, because Bella Ramsey has been fucking fantastic as Ellie, but it's because of that she doesn't look like the game character that is Ellie. And some of them are like some of the people that are sort of talking like about this sort of stuff, some feels real creepy, as in I'm, because they like, look how attractive this character was, and look at this character that is played by Bella Ramsey, and Bella Ramsey's attractive in her own right, but they're then showing a picture of a 14-year-old Ellie, and then Bella Ramsey, who's an adult woman, by the way, and they're like, so you're attracted to 14-year-olds. So that's what I mean. It's weird things like that where people are not judging off of They just because they're like, I want them to look exactly how they were in the game, and it's like, well, Joel doesn't look like Pedro doesn't look like Joel, but you were cool with that, right? It feels so misogynistic when it comes to Bella Ramsey, and I just feel for her, and I guess I feel for the actress that plays Abby as well, because I think she's going to get a lot of hate. And I haven't seen anything so far, like, as in, like, to hate her, just more about the... I think we've grown up, actually. No, we haven't grown up. We're far from grown up, but as I said, I haven't really seen anyone go mad at the actress about stuff. But we'll see. We'll see. With time, we will see. But anyway, but... How did I get to this point? No, that was it. Bella Ramsey was outstanding this episode. Really, really, really good. Really also shows, like, in this episode about how much Dina is a fucking rock for her. Again, look how good she is. She's got the aspects of, like, you know, listen, she's young, she's attractive, you know. She kisses her sometimes, you know, things like that. But also, she is not maybe the best with the weapons, and look at her, she got sick because she saw, you know, the bodies and the smell and stuff like that. But also but look, she was able to go, we need this, we need that. She's more the organizational part of it, rather than, because Ellie was just going to run at them and be like, this is me and I'll deal with everything later on. She's the one that will be keeping Ellie alive, basically. Yeah, I just thought it did so well there, and you really, I will say the town meeting as well was, I'll go through my notes anyway, but the town meeting was such a good thing to get, because there was things we didn't get this episode that we didn't get, sorry, there's things we got this episode we didn't get in the game, and this what I like when you get adaptations. Again, not everything from the game can get put onto the screen, I get that, but not everything was in the game that could correlate into what could be shown on screen. Like, again, I'll go through it, but the town meeting, one of them, the scene in the hospital with Ellie, another one, like, scenes, you know, so it really did sort of have it, and that's what I love about these sort of adaptations. I can't, like I said, I have my opinions on the game, and I've made that very clear on Last of Us Part 2, but the show's a different thing for me, and the stories we told, and again, I had issues with the last episode, but that's because I'm just like, I wish it just, you know, came a bit later on, you know, things, you know, with Joel's death, but, you know, that's when they want to tell the story, I would have, again, like the game, like this, I would have preferred it later on, but that was in the last reaction. We're on about this one. I'm going to go through my notes. At the top right corner, I did a tally of the votes, by the way. It actually is up there, and you can see when I just started to get more angry at the votes. Alright, okay. And I've just read the line, and I don't know if you noticed, my eyes started to glass up, wherever. Give Sarah my love. That was heartbreaking. Like, I'm slowly talking because I'm trying to keep myself together here, because that there was so heartbreakingly beautiful. It just made me, yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's that's what I mean. It was the emotions were just I don't know, like, yeah. Your man that plays Tommy, I feel bad for not remembering his name right now, but he did so well in that moment, again, to have that sort of, like, that, what's the word I'm looking for, that he did so well that he doesn't want to be there, but he has to be there. He knows he feels like he needs to be there, but he doesn't want to be there, because again, he doesn't want to be there, like, to see his brother like that. But that's sort of like heartbreaking, sort of, he was torn, and so was I, basically. How about that? How about we say that? But that line was fucking horrible. Oh. Yeah, and then again, showing the trauma in which, again, to highlight more the trauma in which Ellie went through. We're getting the hospital scene with her sitting up and seeing Abby kill Joel, and she's screaming. Again, felt that. Again, needed to understand the weight of the situation, and again, what everyone has gone through here. Again, this is a heavy thing that has happened, and there's a reason why you kind of everyone was on. listen. I don't care what anyone says. At this point, every single person was on Ellie's side. Every single person. And I understand that that's what the creator wanted to do before then, you know, attempted to get people to then say, seeing it from the other side of things, you know. So everyone was on her side at the moment. So but it just reinforces the whole sort of like this. Yeah, we need to be out for blood. Don't get me wrong, they had just showed in the town meeting reason as for why they shouldn't be, but I don't care, and neither should you. Thank you. But yeah. So okay. Pedro Pascal's name not being in the credits and only being Ellie at the end walking by herself. Oh, you little fucking bastards. That is horrible. I'll be interested if they change it to Dina in the next episode. Interested in seeing that. Yeah, I'm interested to see if they do, or if it will be just Ellie by herself. That was horrible. Ellie in therapy was great as well. Again, she was never going to open up to anyone, and she even says it later on herself. She only told the truth to one person, and he's gone pretty much. And that was it. Is that she was never going to open up to the therapist. Again, she is again, like Tommy said in the first episode. You and Joel are pretty much the same person. She is like Joel in the sense that they don't want to do it. Joel has done it because again, he eventually got to the point where he wants to get things off his chest, you know. But Ellie's young, she's stubborn like Joel was, and it's yeah, it was never going to happen, but they had to try at least. The 3 months later as well, different, like I said during it, they did 3 months later rather than pretty much like a week or something like that. I'm fairly certain. It was like only about a week or two. But yeah. It's nuts. It's nuts. Again, it's a time. The time frame is like sort of, it's significant and it makes sense with what happened in Jackson, but but I've noticed things that they're doing. Again, I'm not going to spoil for people, but that they know that I'm like, all right, okay, cool, because X amount of things passed. This is now going to be threaded in because they've changed it a little bit here and there. I've spotted it, and I'm not going to go into it because, you know, some people might not know what's coming up. Yes. Ellie then going to the house again, seeing Joel's woodwork, and just again when I played it recently, and I said I think in the last reaction is that I don't know why I was going to show you something. There's nothing here, but in the last reaction I said that I'd like to see when she goes wandering around this house. Again, when I played the game, that's what I was going to do. I was going to play the game, even as if the game was going to be there. But I played it, replayed it a couple of weeks back. It did make me quite emotional, walking around the house and seeing his woodwork and stuff, all the stuff that he had to remind him of, like his time with Sarah, with Ellie. But the things that just gave him peace was just, you know, things where he could just be artistic in his own right. He played his guitar. He fixed watches. He was making woodwork and figurines and stuff like that, you know. He was able to become what he was supposed to, which was supposed to be a dad, which was then in his later years then be able just to relax and just do, like, still work obviously, but not really relax. But also in his time he wasn't worried about clickers and runners and how to get food and ends meet, you know. He was just being able to, I'm going to go home and carve this owl out of this log, you know. So yeah, so I really enjoyed that. Ellie finding this jacket again, props to Bella. That was outstanding acting. Bam, I went. Beautiful stuff. Oh, so it's been horrible. Beautiful. I think that is going to be my saying has always been heartbreakingly beautiful. I find when I cry at something, when it's so emotional for the other person that I cry along with them, it's heartbreaking, but it's beautiful that we have that moment for, well, the actor as well, but obviously, but those characters again, because they're feeling stuff, and I feel stuff. I feel stuff for the first time in ages. I feel stuff. Don't worry, guys, I'm joking. The peace offering again, I like as well that I'm going to let you recover first, because she's right. She would have, because the time frame, it makes sense. They had to recover in Jackson. She had to recover in hospital. It made so much sense. And her not telling her the reason why is because exactly that. Tubes would have been pulled out. She had to wait until you're better to actually make a difference. Because if you go out hot, like still like sort of hurt, you're fucked, you know. But yeah. But then obviously then they find out all this stuff, bring it to Tommy, and Tommy then being undecided what to do, but then also putting Ellie in their place, but not pulling risks because he didn't have to, because again, he was just like, listen, I know him. Joel would have done this. He was my brother, you know. And her be like, yeah, okay, actually, you know, you're hurting too. I get it. But again, it's that Tommy knowing that he has to still bring it to the council. He still has to follow the rules up to this point because, you know, yeah, the town, we have rules in place, and he has to abide to them, because if he starts doing it, then no one's going to start doing stuff, and then it's things he had to follow the rules, and I'm quite glad he did, because again, to be able to have this society, you can't be like, well, you know, I'm going to do what I want, but you have to do it this way. I know I'm the husband of the big boss here, so I can get away. You don't need that sort of stuff going around, you know. Plus his kid, you know. His kid, he can't have, no, hold on. That's a different argument I made in my head there very briefly, and it's incorrect. Not his kid. His kid really shouldn't really have to impact. Well, I guess he wants to set an example for his kid. I'm right. Shut up. Anyway, let's have a time. Okay. Now, getting the scares. Now, I don't want to go too much into it, but they're in a game. The whistling. The hammers, the hatchets, everything, the robes, all that stuff. Infuriating. Infuriating the game. Quite good to see it. I'm glad we got introduction to them this early though, so you can be like, okay, these people are interested. They talk about prophets and stuff like that. So we got the mention of the prophet as well. But it's, yeah, I'm interested to see where they go with that aspect of it, you know. Yeah, I like the fact we got a moment with these people where they were sort of like, in a way, they were. I was saying how they would protect themselves with the hammer and stuff like that, but also it was just people walking as a group. They're sort of like, they're not really doing anything. They're looking like they're to protect themselves. They walk with a child, showing a child teachings where it's not necessarily. It's kind of it's nice. It was very. It wasn't. What's the word I'm looking for? It makes them not look like savages, and that's not saying they are savages, but it makes them not look like savages. They just look like normal people who just have decided to make a new religion, you know. So yeah. So I really enjoyed that moment of, again, the teachings of with the child about where they are, and again the whistling and getting people to understand like how they communicate and what they could do. And yeah, I think that's great. So look here. What? Oh yeah, that moment I said working out. ... feelings, because she was working out. Love the fact that her and Jesse again is like still gonna, again, during while she's in the hospital, she's been doing crunches and push-ups to keep herself fit. She knows what she's got to do. She'll keep herself ready to get going. I'm glad that they had that moment where they can continue. Her and him saying to her, listen, you don't want to go in angry. No one will vote for angry. You need to. And listen, she didn't go in angry. Maybe angry would have helped, but again, such a smart play to get literally to write your shit down, because that's how people listen. And then they're telling me, listen, Carlisle is a bitch. Carlisle is a bitch. I don't care. I'm not here for morality lessons, alright? And I guess they're like, well, you know, I'm not even a religious man. But I'm like, don't care. Don't care. Like, what separates us from the Raiders? Seth. And that's what I don't know whether they're trying to put me in line with the avoid, like, don't revenge is bad sort of thing. Because Seth, who was a bigot, is now on our side. And it's like, because Seth really enjoyed it. It speaks to me, again, to the person inside me who played the game, who watched this show, who really enjoyed and love that character, Joel. Like, they love him and care for him in this, and how they want to be as, you know, in their community. Yes, that's me. I'm not looking to go, oh, well, they did this, so let's forgive. No, not forgive, but or not forget even, just sort of accept. No, things need to happen. Things need to happen. So, yes, so, fuck Carlisle. Seth is the greatest man of all time. Won't hear anything about it. And then, listen, I thought Ellie's speech was fantastic. Again, her saying, like, it isn't just, like, sort of a her and Joel thing. It is a town thing. Like, if anything happened to any one of your people, you best believe that I'll be there to help you. I will be out there at, well, not in those words, but, like, out there first thing and last one, just to be able to help you. And like, she's very passionate, Ellie, and especially for those that she cares about, and especially this town, again, because this is a family and a community she never had before, and now it's here, but now it's been taken away from her in this moment. It was just so well done from her point of view. And listen, the voting is ridiculous, wasn't it? 7-3. So hold on, it was 10 people on the council, wasn't it? Because I think I stopped on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I stopped writing it down because I threw my book. That's why. Did I? I think I did at the moment. Anyway, I think I did. I think there was 10. Does that mean that then there could be there would be a tie, and then what, the mayor would decide, or would it just be like, yeah, well, undecided, so we're just going to leave it? Like, that's still deciding, kind of. But anyway, don't have to worry about it, because the other one of them are bastards. So I'm interested to see who actually voted for what. If Jesse voted yes, or if he voted no. Tommy definitely... Oh, imagine this curveball is that Tommy voted no. I doubt it, but imagine. Yeah. Tommy going to the therapist, and basically... Again, whose name is escaping me. I wanted to say Moira, but that's her name from Schitt's Creek. I can't remember her name. Like Gail, there we go. So him going then basically saying, like, her saying, like, yeah, you inherited her, you have this need thing, and he doesn't want her to end up like Joel, what Joel was like, but realistically, you should kind of want what she wants, and you know, but yeah, interesting about how things have gone down now that, like, because basically, well, hold on, let me stick with the therapist thing. Her saying that some people are beyond saving. I know she's like, take my advice, I've been doing this for years. That's very pessimistic, is that the right word? Maybe, to be like, yeah, no one can change, fuck him. You know, it's like, no, sorry, some people can change, and that motherfucker cannot change, you know. But again, I think she's a great character. This Gail, I really enjoyed this new character that they've brought in, like, real good. Yes, so let me just go on to here. No, I've gone to the wrong notes. Here we go. Yeah, Dina then rocking up and basically, like I said, coming in with a plan and going, listen, we're doing this together, and it's just like, right, cool. It's like, you could have asked, and she's like, I didn't know I could have, but now she knows. Ride or die kind of gal. That's my Dina. And Seth helping again. I don't know whether they're trying to make it look like this guy, we should really be siding with him because he's a bigot, but you know, I don't know if that's what they're doing, or if they're just trying to make him more complicated, so we feel the complications of, oh, Seth, you're a bastard, but maybe you're not. Like, I don't know whether they're trying to do that, or if they're trying to make me look like I'm a shithead, you know. Either way, I don't care. Seth's the man. Anyway, them two leaving. It's again, we're on a different trajectory, because in the game, I'll say it here, if you don't want to hear anything that happens in the game, it's not too bad, what I might say, but if you don't want to happen to the game, blah blah blah. So yeah, anyway, it's different trajectory compared to the game, because it's Tommy that runs off first to avoid Ellie having to go through this, or if there's a whole sort of oh no, I want the vengeance. I'm desperate for it. So the fact is that now them two have left, and they're going at a casual sort of speed because they're trying to catch up with Tommy and help him, and like so. I'm trying to also stop him from dying, etc., etc. So in this situation, it's just them going at a casual speed, like ooh yeah, and it's like there's no urgency almost, you know. And then what happens is Tommy actually, does he come later on? Does he stay back? So I'm interested to see where that goes. Yes, at Joel's grave. It's, again, like I said, the shots in this episode showing, again, the vastness of America was great. But at that grave, it was a heartbreaking saying. Nothing was said. It was just pure, great directing, great acting, great music. It was just so good. The coffee beans, again, I don't know, again, I can't remember if they said in the previous episodes prior to this, I know he said it in season 1, I think, but he loves coffee. Joel loves coffee, and I can't remember if they've said it this season. So the fact is that she puts coffee beans at his grave, and it's just... Oh, don't, man. Don't. I'm going to start crying again, but great scene. Outstanding scene. Tense scene. They're having a conversation that they would basically, the conversation they had about the kiss, that happened before in the game, before Joel got killed, and it was when Dina and Ellie were together, and it looks like it's catching a bit later on. So I thought we were leading to, because I was like, oh, where's this leading? Is this leading to a certain like sort of cool scene? It was leading to it, like, you know, where I think it's going into the game, and I was like, very much a tent in the middle of like, the sort of wilderness, getting Brokeback Mountain vibes, you know, because again it's about not two gay people, one gay person in a tent with another person, and they're sort of combating feelings and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, nothing happened as far as we saw. So yeah, so that's why I don't know whether we're going to do that. Then leading to obviously them for Dina throwing up, obviously to do with the smell and what it looks like, obviously. But then seeing it is actually fucking horrible. It's horrible seeing all those dead people. Again, I have noticed is that they don't really show dead children in the game, thinking about it. They leave some aspects of it out. And I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, all the people, the runners and clickers and blowers and all that, they are adults. You know, they're fully grown humans. So I'm wondering why we don't get them much in the game. We did get in season 1. So that's it. I don't know whether there's a thing they can't do in the games where they can't show the dead bodies of children. They've shown, I've seen people been dead so long it's just dead skeletons. Sorry, dead skeletons. All skeletons dead. But it's I've seen the skeletons of children in the game and things like to suggest the children have died and stuff like that, but you don't actually see it. So I'm interested. I think that's, again, this is going to sound real morbid. Something I think they're missing from the game is that they could do, imagine toddlers but clickers or bloaters. The bloaters ones are probably funny, so maybe not bloaters, but imagine like these little vicious bastards running at you. I think if they do a third game, they should look into stuff like that, because that will add another element to it. The morality of it all as well. The fact is that, again, you have to, in that moment, think, this is a kid. You know, you have to think, again, you have to get, and that will stop certain people, you know. Put people in a complicated situation. So I'm interested to see how that goes. So yeah. Yeah, but the massacre's fucked up. Again, seeing the kid dead, and again, really amplifying how it suggested it's wolves that did it, and I think it's more than likely the wolves that did it. But it goes to show, if it is suggested it is the wolves, which it is, it goes to show how savage they are, you know? How fucked up they are. So yeah, so how it ends, how it's with her, with Ellie trying to sound cool, but she is a badass. She is a badass. I don't care what anyone says. She's one of the best characters created in gaming, in my opinion. And regardless of the decisions that the creator made in the second game, up until certain things that no, I won't go into it. But regardless of the things that happen in the second game, I still think that Ellie is up there with one of the most badass characters ever created, and is one of the best characters of all time, in my opinion. Ellie and Joel were. You know what happened to Joel. But yeah. So and then we're left with the wolves looking like they're a fucking army. So it really helped amplify how big those fuckers are. Really did. That was cool. It gets you built up again. Nothing too manic this episode, but it's showing the stakes have. We've had the aftermath of what's happened, and now the stakes are building up to where after Abby and her crew were dealing with the wolves and the scares, and how difficult this may be. But yeah, great episode, guys. Real emotional. Can't wait for next week's episode. I think next week's episode, basically, I should be able to get that out. I should be able to. Depends on what time I get up, because I'm basically going to be away. But I leave on the Monday when this comes out for me. So if I get up X amount and get the out, I should have this up by the time that I have to leave. But we shall see. But if not, then you'd have to wait maybe a week for me to then upload that. But it is what it is. I have places to be. Don't judge me for having a life. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. So if you like the video, please like the video. Comment down below. What do you think of this episode? What do you think of Bella Ramsey's acting in this episode? What do you think of Dina being an absolute rock that she is? What do you think of Seth turning out to be the bigot that we don't want, but the bigot that we need, you know? What do you think of the council, what the massacre of the scares, etc.? Let me know. Comment down below. That'd be great. If you like these types of videos, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Get a notification every time I upload. Bunch of other videos around here to do with me and other people. I'm a big Doctor Who fan. I do Doctor Who reactions. I do them by myself. I'm currently doing. I've done Shooty season 1 and its specials. I'm currently doing season 2. I also do Doctor Who reactions with my little brother Charlie. Those are released every 2 weeks on a Saturday. We're currently on season 4 of New Who. That's David Tennant's Doctor and Catherine Tate's Donna Noble. Most recently was released with Silence in the Library. Great episode. What else I do? Oh, I also do Marvel reactions. I have do them by myself. Have done since Moon Knight. Most recently was Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and Daredevil Born Again. Coming up, I'll be doing Ironheart. I also did the films, Phase 1 to 3, the Infinity Saga. I did those with my mate Josh. They're a little bit rough around the edges because when they first started my channel, but yeah, I still think they're good reactions. I also do Star Wars reactions. Have done since Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm currently around Christmas time with Skeleton Crew. I'm doing weekly releases of The Bad Batch, and I'm currently doing Andor season 2 as well. Also, I've done DC Creature Commandos and The Penguin. I'll be doing all DC stuff that gets released for television as part of James Gunn's new DC universe. I also am doing, obviously, Last of Us season 2. But coming up, I'll be doing Fallout season 2, The Rings of Power season 3, House of Dragons season 3, The Boys season 5, the finale. So guys, if anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, like, subscribe, notification bell, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you out there.